Hello, and thank you for tuning in to today's podcast episode. I've got a very special treat for you. Today, we are going into the Become the High Priestess program, where I guide the ladies in the program through a self-touch ritual. Now, I have used self-touch for many different reasons, among which are to create soothing in my emotional state, soothing in my nervous system, a way to re-engage with my sensuality, a way to nurture myself and the parts of me that may be going through a challenging time, a way to fuel myself, both literally and figuratively. And in today's episode, you'll get a sneak peek inside one of the activities in the Become the High Priestess program, and you will also be guided yourself through self-touch. I hope you enjoy today's episode and that you get off to a pleasurable start. So just find yourself comfy, and you can keep your eyes open for this. If you want, you can close them. You can do both. At one point, I'll be showing you how I'm touching my belly, and you can either just listen to my guidance and keep your eyes closed, or you can watch. Go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in and out. Take a nice deep breath in, expanding the belly, loose, 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 like Buddha. And out. And one more time, in, just allowing the belly to be soft and supple. And out. Start to take any light movement that would allow your body to just feel really good. Your body will tell you exactly what that is. Continuing to take some nice deep breaths while you move your body. And then go ahead and take your hands and cross them over your chest and just start to touch your arms with opposite hands, like you're giving yourself a little hug. You can move your hands up and down your arms any way that feels good and intuitive for you. You can lift your arms up if that feels good. This movement where we cross the arms over the chest is really good, a great movement when we're stressed out or when we're in freeze or fight or flight, because anything where the left arm crosses the right side of the body and vice versa starts to allow the two hemispheres of the brain to communicate, bringing both parts back online. And then go ahead and just bring your hands down to your tummy and allow them to rest there for a moment. And as you breathe in and out, just feel your tummy rise and fall as your hands are resting right on top of it. You can even just move your hands around to feel the shape of your tummy. We're not concerned at the moment if you like the shape or not. We're just touching and observing objectively just for how it feels. And we're just going to take our fingers and move them around the tummy in circular motion. So I'm gonna lift here and show you. You're gonna see my stomach now. We're just in any sort of circular motion that feels good. You can do both on one side. We're just gently kneading and massaging all around, allowing your fingers to intuitively guide you. A lot of us women have a really tight psoas muscle. We hold a lot of tension there. And it's the psoas is underneath over here and it goes around. And so a lot of times we hold stress and tension in our bellies and our psoas. And if you are someone who has ever experienced sexual trauma as well as an adult, as a child, then typically we hold a lot of tension here, especially when trauma is present. And so this gentle kneading and massaging just really helps start to allow the psoas to release tension. And I'll kind of get down into my hip flexor as well. And sometimes this feels really good. Sometimes it feels tender. So only do what feels right for you. And I also like to come around the back and just pull. I can pull this muscle forward almost. And I can just feel how good this feels to pull and go down into the psoas. So continuing to just take whatever movements feel good for you, feel good for your tummy. And taking a nice deep breath in and out. This movement is multi-purpose. So one, it really helps release tension in the psoas, which if we're feeling creatively stuck, if we're feeling uninspired, if we're feeling unexpressed, this is a really good area of the body to stimulate. Doing these movements also stimulates flow of our life force energy, chi, prana, and also really helps with digestion. So there's a lot of practicality in this. But even beyond those practical reasons, there's when I touch my tummy like this, I feel so much more love for a part of my body that I've been at war with for most of my life. Like that's the first thing that gains weight. And it's the first thing I used to wake up and check in the mirror each morning. I would turn sideways and I would judge my stomach. And so when I touch it like this, it's just like, all right, whatever feels good for her. And then wherever you're at, you can keep touching your tummy. You can touch another part of your body if there's some other part of your body that wants your love and attention and affection. Or you can go to touch a part of your body that you rarely ever touch unless you're cleaning yourself. So I know for me, for example, my calves rarely get my attention unless I'm washing myself in the shower. My shins rarely get my attention. And when I go and create a space to touch them, I'm like, oh, hello, legs that allow me to walk every day. And if there's any place that's holding tension, give it some love. I see some neck and shoulder rubbing. And as you're giving your body some love, imagine at the same time that your heart could just open, that it could just start to melt open as you're just lovingly touching your body. Your heart opens to yourself. I love touching my face as well. A lot of us hold a lot of tension in our jaw. So if you just come and pull downward on the jaw, I'll also massage my forehead. A lot of us frown or furrow our eyebrows, the temples, the head, just like, oh, running and scratching your fingers through your hair. Yeah, it's amazing, how unattended to our bodies go sometimes. And they're always serving us in such incredible ways. Just take these last few deep breaths to touch and bring any movement to your body that feels intuitive and good and relaxing. And take a few slow, deep breaths in and out. Whenever you feel ready, you can come back to stillness, or you can keep moving, whatever feels good for you.